The morning sky had barely lightened when the ground began to shake, not from human footsteps, but from something much larger, much heavier, and completely unfamiliar to the Roman soldiers. It wasn't the enemy's shouts that first caused the legion's ranks to falter. It wasn't the hail of spears. It was the heavy sound of a moving mountain. In the distance, a thin mist parted. From within it emerged a giant shadow, a war elephant. For many of the Roman soldiers, it was the first time they had seen such a creature up close. Its body towered, its hide thick like a natural shield, its tusks gleaming in the morning light. On its back, a small tower of enemy soldiers loomed. With each step, the elephant made the ground throb, and that throb radiated through the legionaries, chests shaking of faith they had never questioned. The Romans were known as the most disciplined war machine in the ancient world. They conquered nation after nation with tight formations, locked shields, and unwavering command. But that morning, all the training seemed fragile. How could you pierce a moving mountain? Ancient historians like Polybius and Livy record moments when the Roman ranks broke not because of numerical superiority, but because of fear. Their horses neighed in panic, refusing to advance. Spears missed, striking thick hide with no effect. Even the sound of Roman war horns was drowned out by the bellowing of elephants, a strange, nerve-wracking sound. Ancient historians like Polybius and Livy record moments when the Roman ranks broke not because of numerical superiority, but because of fear. Their horses neighed in panic, refusing to advance. Spears missed, striking thick hide with no effect. Even the sound of Roman war horns was drowned out by the bellowing of elephants, a strange, nerve-wracking sound. The formation began to loosen. Shields were no longer aligned. Some soldiers took a step back, then two, and then ran. Not because they were cowards, but because human instinct screamed when faced with a force that felt invincible. But the Romans were never known as a people who gave in to fear forever. They didn't mourn defeat after defeat, they learned from it, from the same battlefields, from the remains of soldiers and the footprints of elephants. Roman generals began to ask themselves not how to defeat their enemies, but how to tame the fear of their own troops. Strategies changed. They created special units to deal with elephants. They used flaming spears, earth traps, and loud noises to panic the elephants. They learned that these giant creatures, no matter how powerful, were still animals. They could be injured, they could be frightened, they could turn and trample their own troops. And this is where history took a turn. In subsequent battles, it was the elephants that became a source of chaos for those who brought them. When one elephant panicked, the others followed, has now turned into a deadly risk. Like and subscribe for interesting fact-world history.